what's cracking, everybody? It's your boy Jason Yamamoto. So just the other day, I get a phone call from a good friend of mine, right? And he's a really special dude. He really is, man. Some people may look at him different, but in my opinion, man, he's a really unique kind of guy, and he's legit, right? He's very truthful. He's very honest. There's nothing there about him that you could say that he's really a bad person, which he's not, you know. So he calls me. He tells me that, you know, he asked a real good question, man. He asked a real question. He asked, you know, how would I deal with about giving up? You know, how do I go about giving up? And I tell him a few things about my past, right? I don't know if you guys knew, but when I was a lot younger, man, you know, growing up without parents and growing up without proper guidance, you want to commit suicide. I don't give a fuck what anybody says you want to commit suicide. When I was younger, I wanted to commit suicide. Not once, not twice, but 3 times, right? I even went out to try to even kill somebody because I couldn't even commit suicide, man. It was crazy. I was that mentally warped, man. It's very important when you're younger to receive love from your parents and the people around you, man. You can't be surrounding yourself with hate and people who is hateful, because that just makes you into a crazy ass person. And that's the truth, man. Love do a lot of things, man. That's why you gotta show love to everybody, man. But that's beside the point. So I get to tell him, man, to the point where we're talking about giving up, right? And here's the thing. If you don't like the things that's around you, right? If you don't like the things around you, like people doesn't encourage you or helping you or stuff like that, then those are the wrong people you are hanging out with. And that's the truth, man. You need to be hanging out with people that's going to be encouraging you and helping you along the way. And that's the truth, man. Here's the thing. All the people who were not interested in weightlifting and getting fit and becoming a stronger person, those people I stopped hanging out with. That's the truth, man. You know who I started hanging out with? People who not just started weightlifting, but people who does weightlifting, and people who's out there to better themselves. And not only that, they help encourage me to push myself all the time, man. Those are the kind of people who I'm around with all the time. You understand that? Every time I feel like I'm not getting pushed enough, there's always another weightlifter that tells me, man, just add another 5 pounds. That's all you gotta do is add another 5 pounds and push yourself, man. Just get that extra rep in. Don't even worry about how much you're lifting, man. Just get that extra rep in. And I'm like, you know what? You're right, man. You're right. I'm gonna do that. You know, if you want to get better and be better, surround yourself with people who are doing it. You know, understand what I'm saying? Like this cat, he's trying to be the best dancer. It is what it is. That's what he wants to be. He wants to be one of the best dancers in the world, right? And he wants to make a living out of it. And I want to be a weightlifter and just make a living off of that. You know, who doesn't want to make money weightlifting, man? Like, people thought that you can't make money off of skateboarding, right? There's kids out there that makes millions of dollars skateboarding, man. Believe that? It's crazy. Snowboarding too, man. Sailing. People make money off anything, man. So as long as you're really good at it. So that's where I'm at, man. I'm weightlifting, and I surround myself with other weightlifters who enjoys the sport and who loves to watch other people grow. So as much as they like to see themselves grow as well, you know. So that's the thing, man. If you don't like the people that you're around with, and they're telling you it's a stupid idea, and they're telling you you can't do it, then you need to separate yourself from them and be with people who are about what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's at. That's what you got to be at. You know. Another thing, you know, you got to take action, man. People ain't gonna do it for you. You know, people ain't gonna do it for you. You gotta take action. You gotta pave the way yourself. You know, that's the truth, man. And them weights ain't gonna lift themselves up. Somebody gotta lift them, and I'm gonna be the one doing it. You know, not every day I'm gonna get a spotter. Not every day I'm gonna have a training partner. Sometimes you just gotta go in there and just do it in order to improve yourself. You know, understand what I'm saying? Another good thing is you're not allowed to give up unless you gave it all. That's the only time when you can give up, is when you gave it all, 110%. Not just 100%, man. 10% more on top of that 100, man. You gotta give it all, man. You have to honestly say that you tried your best. 100%. You competed. You trained for it. You tried everything, and you literally didn't pass, or you just couldn't make it, right? You have to literally give it all, man. Like, you gotta give your blood and soul into it, That's the only way you can give up, man. You're not allowed to give up unless you put it all in. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have a positive attitude, Like, if you're gonna be a best dancer, I mean, it's best to go out there and start training, Start running, start jumping, practice your dance moves, and just be the best dancer you can be out there. Because here's the thing, man. Like, people think that shit just comes easy, man. People just think that shit just comes easy, right? People think, like, I'm a staff sergeant. People think I can just get promoted that, like, oh, like, you must have sucked enough dick to get fucking promoted. And the truth is, it's not, man. I did my correspondence courses. I did go to college and get some college credits. I did go to, like, sergeant school and pass sergeant school, man. I even failed sergeant school once. I had to go twice. You understand that? Like, not on top of that, man, I had to do everything that I could possibly do the best and earn mine, And this shit it's not easy, man. People think this shit comes easy, but it's not. If you want to become something, you want to be the best at something, you just have to do the best you can do, and you got to give it all, man. That's what it is, People ask me what's my real dream in life, and I've already succeeded becoming a soldier. Now that I'm a soldier, I want to be a sergeant major, I see myself up there, man, just guiding people, making people better, and just providing a service to the younger generation, because the older generation gave me everything that I needed to succeed. You know what I'm saying? So in return, I'm going to provide a better service than what they gave me, so that way they can get a better guidance, and they can continue that same flow, And that's the thing, man. This shit don't come easy. Nothing ever comes easy, man. And it has to be hard. It has to be hard, Everything that you do has to be hard, because if you get everything now, you're not going to remember the journey. You're not going to remember the journey, man. I remember when I was benching just the bar, man. Just the bar, man. That shit was embarrassing. You believe that? I was struggling in the gym, lifting the bar, and people just looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, what's the skinny dude doing up in here lifting just the bar? I had to put 5 pounds on each side, then 10 pounds, then 25 pounds on each side, and, and just keep moving up. Just the other day I did 185 pounds for 5 reps. It may not be a lot for you guys, but you know what? There was a time where 185 was my max rep, and I was pushing for it, man. I was really freaking pushing for it. Now I can do 185 for 5 reps, 2 sets. I'm happy about my progress. Just the other year I couldn't even do that. Come on, man. I was struggling just to get 175 for 1 rep. Come on, man. So, I look back at it, and I just look at myself and, like, you know what? These are the times where you have to reflect on your accomplishments, man. Every day is a new accomplishment. You gotta look at yourself. You gotta be like, you know what? I did some shit, and that's the whole thing about not giving up, man. It's just, you gotta go out there and chase your dream. You gotta be out there doing it, Just talking about it don't do nothing, man. Just thinking about it ain't doing nothing for you, You gotta be about it. If you want to live your dream, you gotta go out there and do it. You gotta prepare yourself, man. That's all it is, man. It's preparation. Because when it's time to execute, man, when it's time to perform, you gotta be, like, already on point, man. By the time you have to perform, you gotta be already the best. You understand what I'm saying? Because honestly, man, the world loves champions. The world loves champions. People don't like losers, man. Shit, think about it. Why would you go on stage and you don't know nothing about dancing? Why would you go on stage and you're trying to lift 1,000 pounds and all you can do is just break your back. Man, what's the point of doing all that, right? So, you know, that's all I can say, man. You just gotta go out there and be the best you can be, man. And it starts with today. It starts with getting your ass up off the couch, and tell yourself, even though I may not be the best today, 6 months from now, I'm gonna be better from what I used to be, because there is a thing called progression. There is a thing called progression, man. There's a thing called succeeding, right? You don't succeed without failing. You have to see yourself fail every day until the day you succeed, right? We're all failures. We're all failures, believe it or not, man. Because there's always going to be somebody better than you. Always. And they're always preparing themselves for that day. You know what I'm saying? Until then, until you can be successful, you got to learn how to fail every day. That means you got to put yourself out there, start exercising, start training, start practicing at what you're good at. If you're good at dancing, you're good at singing, practice it every day, man. Practice every day. I've been a music producer for the last, freaking 15 years. I've never stopped producing music. My music is top quality notch, man. I can just look at what I'm doing, and it comes easy. Back in the days, it took me 3 weeks to make a song. Now I can just look at it, know exactly what I want to do, and 2 days later, I got the product ready. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's based on what you can do now. It's really based on what you can do now, man. You got to start now. The power of now. All right. So don't give up. All right. The only time you're allowed to give up is when you give it all. Hopefully this video can help you out, man. Seriously, man. I love you. All right. I really do, man. You a good dude. There's nothing bad I can say about you, man. You crazy at times, but you're a cool dude, man. You really are, man. So just continue being you. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Be the best you can be. It's your boy Jason Yamamoto, man. Staff Sergeant Yamamoto. To you. to the guy who I know. Alright? You guys don't have to call me Staff Sergeant Yamamoto. It's just... Anyways. I'll talk to you guys later. Breathe.